less than 2 weeks away from Christmas, and we're taking you to communities going all out for the holidays.
It's so weird to say that, Juan. Less than
Right?
2 weeks away. Well, tonight we are on Nardian Way in Westchester, and our Dani Ruberti is live there tonight. And Dani, the whole neighborhood teams up to make Christmas magic, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I know, they all come together. It is all about the magic in Nardian Way, you guys. It sounds like I'm gonna start a storybook full of magic, but we're just gonna bring you to the magic. Take a look at this right here. You can see not only is everything lit up, but this neighborhood is really special. We're near LAX, and what makes it so special and different from what we've already shown you is that everybody comes together in this tight-knit community to make this neighborhood, this street, light up. And the other thing that I think is so special, the decorations that you're seeing right now, they're handmade by the neighbors here. And it's been kind of just something that they started 2 decades ago to bring joy to folks here. And I want to turn things around because we've got the neighbors over here. Wave to everyone. Merry Christmas. They come together to create this magic. So we are going to be talking to them in just a few minutes, but I also want to talk about some of the changes you're feeling outside. We felt it out there today. We had a storm moving through, and this brought us the chance for some rain. And some of us saw it, if you remember what those raindrops looked like. Not a whole lot. It was very light out there. A few sprinkles this afternoon. Roads were a little bit wet, but we're going to see this storm that brought the cooler temperatures head on out of here, and we're going to dry out going into our Friday. It's going to be a chilly evening, though. You can feel it outside right now. Temperatures dropping into the low 50s here in Westchester. And once we get to this upcoming weekend, we are going to see another storm moving through, bringing us another chance for rain. We're clear and dry Friday, but that may change going into our Saturday. So coming up, we're going to talk about the best chance for rain, when you may need the umbrella this weekend, and when we get the sunshine. That's all coming up in your next weather. Pat, Juan.
All right, we will see you then, Dani. And meteorologist Dani Ruberti is live on Nardian Way, where neighbors work together to make this beautiful light display. Hi, Dani.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Juan. Nardian Way is a magical place. We're right near LAX in one of the neighborhoods. And I want you to take a look behind me. What's so magical, Pat, you mentioned this, it's that the neighbors all come together and you can see lights being strung up from house to house. So it's not every man for himself. Everybody here on this street works together. The decorations that you're seeing, these are handmade by the folks that live here on this street. And I've got to say, you look at this, there's Santa and his reindeer actually spanning 4 different homes across the street along Nardian Way. And you look at this and you think, okay, this has to be done by professionals. Like, they brought professionals out here to put these lights out. But no, 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 no. This is done from the people here in this community. Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. Here's some of the neighbors here right now that are celebrating. And this is something that brings so much joy. So we're going to turn things around because I want to walk on over to the house that started it all. Right over here, we've got Katie and Duncan. And Katie, my goodness, it's beautiful what you guys do here along Nardian Way. The decorations that everybody's seeing at home through their TV screens, these were handmade, correct?
These were handmade by my husband, my husband Ernst, and this was an idea that came out of a block party where someone said, wouldn't it be cool if we had Santa and all his reindeer flying over our houses? Well, Ernst took this to heart, and he actually went into the garage and built the reindeer and Santa, all the presents, the wreath, everything you see here, and then we strung lights on them. And this has become my project every year. I fix these lights, and then we all put them up together. It takes a community to put this up.
And that's what I love. I can tell that you guys are so close, that you're tight knit, because it takes a lot of people, like one by one, to put all of this up. It amazes me.
Yeah, no, you can't, like, literally as many bodies as possible. Each present needs a person holding it because, as you said, it's not professional. We have to hoist these up ourselves. We get someone to climb up the tree, and yeah, it's so great. But it's and then we have a big potluck afterwards to celebrate every year. So. And
Duncan, what's your favorite decoration?
My favorite one that we all put, or I specifically do. I don't know. It's the kind of the whole thing. I quite like that specific Santa one though.
He's waving.
It's
and then
just
all the presents are supposed to be flowing out of his pack.
It's just vague enough to still read as Santa. but like still simple. I don't know.
It's so beautiful. I love what you guys are doing. Thank you so much for bringing joy to the community. And we are going to be hanging around here. We have more magic to bring you, but I also want to get you prepared for your weather because you felt the changes out there, you guys. It's feeling a little bit more like Christmas. We saw a storm that passed by today, and it brought us cooler temperatures, clouds, and some breezy winds in the deserts, the mountains, and also for our beaches. Showers are lingering, not a whole lot out there. They're going to die down tonight, but we are stuck with the cold. We're dropping down to the 50s for areas of Westchester tonight, so things are getting chilly if you want to come out and check out the beautiful lights. But going into tomorrow, that storm from today, it's out of here, and it's going to be a frosty start, especially for our colder valleys through Ventura and also LA counties. We could see temperatures dipping into the 30s, the 40s in many areas, 20s again in the high deserts. We get to the afternoon, and it's going to feel very similar to today. We're looking at mostly 60s from the beaches into downtown Los Angeles, over towards the Inland Empire with more sunshine. But let's check in on the weekend because we have another storm that's lining up, and this is going to bring us another shot at showers on Saturday. Very similar to today. It's not going to bring us a whole lot. It's going to fizzle out, but we could see some light showers during the day Saturday. Temperatures well below average in the 60s. And then once we get to Sunday, we're dry, we're clear, we're sunny, and we're going to see a nice little warm up as we go into next week. 70s are back in Los Angeles and Orange counties by the time we get to Wednesday. So 60s for a couple days in the valleys. We'll see some low 70s once we get to the weekend, warming a little more by the middle of next week. In the Inland Empire, we see that shot for showers on Saturday, and then we are dry and we are sunny going into our Sunday. So that Sunday is going to be a nice December day. We're not done with the magic here because Santa Claus is dropping off his presents. We've got a lot more to talk about along Nardian Way, you guys, but a beautiful place to bring your family and your kids to get in the holiday spirit. Pat, Juan.
We need it.
We sure do.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's great, Dani.
Yes.
Thank you.
Danny, that neighborhood is just transformed into a Christmas wonderland. And I heard them say that they weren't professionals, but I don't know. They looked like it.
I know, right? I'm like, we got to test that out, Pat, because it looks like professionals did this. I mean, I would not be able to do this by any means, but it's a way for them to get the community together. And I want you to take a look at this. What's so beautiful about Nardian Way is it's not just one house and not every house doing their own thing. I mean, they have to work together. This is an intricate process, and this is a delicate operation because these decorations, they were handmade by the folks here, by the neighbors. And they put all of this up on their own, and it's a way for the community to come together. And I do want to give you a look. We're seeing down below. I want to give you a look from above. SkyCal actually flew over Nardian Way,
wow.
and you get a bird's eye view as to what it looks like. And it's so beautiful because it's so sparkly. You can see the presents that are hanging from house to house across the street. You can see Santa on his sleigh and all the reindeers spanning 4 different homes along Nardian Way. I mean, I just think it's so incredible to see that. And it's just a way to bring people together. And speaking of people, George over here, first of all, George is decked out in the holiday gear. This is George's home right behind me. And I want to mention his home is a very special home. You are a critical part of this operation, correct, George?
Correct. We are the anchor house. It's our chimney that holds up both the presents and Santa and the reindeer. So we couldn't get too much done if we didn't have that tall chimney. And we climb up there every year, and we used to do it manually, and then finally, about 3 years ago, I got the brilliant brainstorm to develop a winch so we can tighten this strand up so that we'd make sure it doesn't get caught by the trash trucks when they come by.
Okay, and Pat back at the station said, I don't know if I believe that professionals didn't do this because it looks so good. I mean, how hard is it to do this year after year? I'm impressed, George.
It's not that hard. It takes you a couple of days. We always do it Thanksgiving weekend, and then we host a big party here at our house or at the Johnstone's house, and we do a potluck on the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and then we keep it up until usually about the second week of January.
And last question, what makes this so special, George?
It's just the neighborhood coming together. It's so much fun. When we drive in, we get to see it. Our street doesn't have street lights, so when we come home at night during the holiday season, we've got all this, and then, you know, middle of January, the lights come down, all of a sudden you get depressed again.
Yeah, exactly. But it brings so much joy, I can tell. And we have more joy that we're going to bring you, but let's send things right over here. We've got all the neighbors out here. Merry Christmas, you guys. Pat, Juan. We're sending it back to you. We have more fun in store.
Oh, we could feel the energy
Oh, yeah.
and see it. Hi, guys. Merry Christmas.
They say hi.
Oh, that's so cool, Dani. The lights behind you are
Yes,
just
it
amazing.
is. We've got lights. Right. Look at this, you guys. We've got lights. We've got candy canes. We've got kind of what I love about it. It's the traditional Christmas decor, the holiday decor. And I remember growing up and just seeing those houses year after year. That brought me so much joy. And this is not just a house. This is a whole street. This is Nardian Way. So we are close to LAX, a neighborhood here. And we've got all these neighbors that come together to not just make the decorations that you see, but it takes a village because we've got lights hanging from one house to another. And these are decorations that are put up by the neighbors here. And I've actually got my eyes on some cute little elves over here. Good evening, you guys. Merry Christmas. So these are some of the children of Nardian Way. And I'm so happy to talk to you guys. I think this is so beautiful. I want to know, what is your favorite Christmas decoration on Nardian Way? Who wants to go first? Okay, oh, good. You.
The presents.
The presents. Okay, what's your favorite?
I also like the presents.
Okay, why do you like the presents?
Because we help put them up.
Oh my gosh, so these little elves are also doing work here on Nardian Way. That's so fun that you guys get to be part of this process. What is the hardest part about getting all these Christmas lights up year after year? You're probably a pro.
Sometimes it's hard to find somebody to like climb up the tree or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that you guys here in this neighborhood all do together. Okay, I need to know, what is your favorite Christmas decoration?
A reindeer.
Okay, so we've got the reindeer over here, and I love this because we've got Santa and his reindeer spanning 4 different homes. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Merry Christmas. And it wouldn't be like this without you guys, so this is amazing. So Merry Christmas. I'm gonna keep you guys right here, but I also wanna talk to you guys about the big changes that we are seeing here at home. And finally, we saw it out there today. We had a storm that passed by, and a series of them are getting ready to move through. Today, it brought us the chance for rain. The roads are a little bit wet right now, and that's because we had some sprinkles passing by. Not a whole lot of rain. Some of that lingers tonight, but with that, it is going to get cold fast going into tonight. Temperatures dropping into the 50s here in Westchester, but once we get to tomorrow morning, we've got morning lows in the 30s and the 40s, some frost possible for a lot of our colder valleys. And then once we get to the afternoon, the storm is out of here. We're dry and we're sunny, and we're a few degrees warmer than today. Still below average. It's going to be a cooler December day. Temperatures mostly in the 60s for the beaches, the Inland Empire. Also for our valleys, we're looking at 50s in the high deserts. Now, storm number 2 is lining up, and you're going to see that in our 7-day forecast. Once we get to Saturday, another shot at rain. We're going to be looking at temperatures in the 60s in Los Angeles and Orange counties. This is not going to be a big rainmaker, very similar to today. We're going to squeeze out a little bit of rain, but it's not going to be a washout, and it's going to feel a little bit cooler this weekend. Sunday is going to be such a good day to get outside, so if you have Christmas decorations to still put up or any kind of holiday shopping to do, Sunday is going to be a really good day for it before another warm-up by the middle of next week. So good things are coming. We're loving these changes. And Pat and Juan, together, we're all going to say Merry Christmas, right? 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! We love you! Oh. Hi, Pat. They really do. I mean, this place is really special. It's all about the magic. And hey, I found Rudolph behind me. So this is Nardian Way. We're in Westchester, and Rudolph is leading the pack. We're going to take you on a little tour for this neighborhood. Here's the thing that makes this so incredibly special is that every house works together. This neighborhood comes together to bring joy to the community. And it's not every man, every house for itself. Everyone has to work hand in hand because you can see Santa and his Rudolphs are spanning 4 different homes. So they all have to be in on this together. And then behind Santa, you've got the presents lining from that chimney all the way across the street to another house. That's what makes this really special. And you can just tell when you're here that this community is so tight-knit because number one, they put all of this up on their own. So this is not professionals that are putting these decorations up. These are the people in in this community. And every year for the past 2 decades, they've been doing this. And on top of that, the decorations that you see, they're so beautiful. These are handmade by the homeowners here. So it is a delicate operation. We're going to be talking to some of the folks that have lived here ever since it started. But I also want to keep you prepared because we had a storm that rolled through today, and you can tell it looked and it felt different outside. It brought us a chance for some light rain. We saw a little bit of that this afternoon, even some lingering showers right now. All of that is starting to wrap up, and we're going to get really cold going into tomorrow. It's our in-between day, so we do have another storm on the move. It's not here quite yet. It's going to be chilly tomorrow morning. Here in Westchester, we're dropping into the 50s tonight, but a lot of us are dropping into the 40s first thing tomorrow morning. So kind of a brisk, frosty start, a good day to have your hot cocoa or your coffee in the morning. And then once we get to the afternoon, it's all about the sunshine. Another storm is on the move though. We're gonna talk timing of the rain, timing of when you may need your umbrella this upcoming weekend. And when you come on back, we're gonna talk more about some holiday magic here in Westchester. For now though, we're gonna send things back to you, Pat.
All right, we are definitely getting in the spirit, Dani. Thanks so much. Good evening, Dani.
Good evening, Pat. We are getting in the holiday spirit. I mean, I cannot believe that Christmas is only weeks away. We are in Nardian Way. It's a street in Westchester. We're right near LAX. And you can see behind me, it's just beautiful here. We have all these lights just decking out the streets. Okay, so this is not your usual neighborhood because check it out. They're all working together. We've got presents lining one side of the street all the way to the other side of the street. It looks so magical. And on top of that, you've got Santa, you've got his reindeer, you've got Rudolph, and they're spanning 4 different homes. So this is not a one-man operation. It takes everyone working together. Here's everyone right here. Merry Christmas, you guys. These are the people that are part of this street that are bringing this magic to life. And it's so neat because you can tell that they are so close. They work hand in hand to put these decorations up all on their own. So I'm giving you guys a shout out. You guys are the professionals. They need to be hired to put Christmas decorations up. And then I've got my eyes on Christina over here. We are standing in front of Christina's home. And this is really special because Christina grew up here. This is her childhood home. And I want to know, I love this so much because you bring so much joy. What was it like as a little girl to grow up here with all of this magic around you?
It was really amazing. My family, we've lived here for 32 years and we've been doing the Christmas lights for 20 years. And we are a very close, tight-knit community. This is something that brings us together. After Thanksgiving, every year we have a big potluck after we put up all of the lights, and we just have a real sense of community.
Yes, and that's what I love so much. It seems like it because from start to finish, you guys are doing this. I mean, these are handmade decorations. You guys are putting them up. I feel like it's a very delicate operation. What is so special to you to be part of this?
It's just really about community. We just feeling like we're together. We depend on each other. Yeah.
And I think that's what, and I can sense it. When you're here, you can sense that everyone here, they're just close. It's not just neighbors, they are family. And that's what brings the joy this holiday season. So thank you, Christina. And my goodness, it's feeling kind of cold out here. I can actually see my breath when I'm breathing. And that's because we are going to get cold going into tomorrow. We had a storm moving by. I want to talk about what's happening in your next weather and make sure that you and your family feel prepared because we have some big changes on the way. So we had a storm move through today. It brought us some light rain, just as expected. Not a whole lot out of this. Roads were a little bit wet. We had some sprinkles, few lingering showers. That storm's out of here, though. Waking up tomorrow morning, boy, it's going to get cold. We've had some frosty mornings. That's the case tomorrow morning, especially through Ventura County and also LA County, where we could see a little bit of frost developing for some of our colder valleys. So temperatures in the morning will be dropping to the 30s and also the 40s. We're back down to 20s over in the high deserts. Now, as we take a look at your breakdown in the valleys tomorrow, we'll start the day in the 40s by around 7 o'clock. We get to the afternoon and we don't warm up too much. We're looking at the 60s, and these are temperatures slightly below average for this time of year, but we've got the sunshine. Friday is going to be kind of our in-between day because we have another storm that's on the move. So once we get to Friday afternoon, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, and then we're looking at a lot of 60s out there. Temperatures slightly warmer than today, but still below average. 60s in Los Angeles. We're going to see that through Orange County. County, Inland Empire, low to mid 60s there. And then we've got some mid to upper 60s for a lot of our valley locations. Now let's take a look at the next 7 days. We get to the weekend. Here's storm number 2 lining on up. Now very similar to today. We're not going to see a whole lot of rain out of this. There is the chance for rain. Some scattered light showers, temperatures in the 60s and 70s this upcoming weekend. Sunday is dry. Sunday is going to be sunny, a beautiful day to get outside. And once we get to next week, another warm up on the way with the potential for more Santa Ana winds. 70s are back by the middle of next week. So we're going to keep a close eye on all of that for you. But Pat, I think it's so beautiful, not just the lights, but I think it's so beautiful when we see people coming together and sharing joy this holiday season, because, you know, that's what this time of the year is about. It's just being together, loving one another, and sharing that joy.
That is so true, Dani, and we hope, you know, it would be nice to keep it going all year long, wouldn't it?
Yes.